I feel that our portfolio, the short film, poster, and review, would work well together in a commercial context to market and distribute the short film. The ancillary tasks both work as a marketing for our film, and as such, we have thought carefully about the way in which we would entice our audience into watching it through these mediums. Due to the nature of short films, trailers are inapplicable, as they'd give too much away about the plot. So these two ancillary products are vital in the marketing of a short film. The target demographic must be the ones that will look at our poster and review in order to watch the film. And the opposite must be done so the film will attract said demographic. The film is targeted at both males and females aged 16 to 24, as this is the age group that will relate to the events depicted in the film. Our poster was heavily influenced by the research that we conducted in order to follow typical poster conventions. Said conventions were then used to our advantage in the process of making it, resulting in a professional-looking poster with eye-catching imagery and text. The image summed up the film without delving into it too deeply, keeping an enigma in order to attract the audience. The two different characters, whom had the same actor, give part of the film away. Perhaps they could simply be twins. The dark colouring surrounding the poster, however, suggests something far more sinister. As such, the poster shows the film for what it is, a dark tale, something that the audience would be likely to watch. The font of the title is the same font used in the film itself, creating a brand of this shattered text, again reflecting the themes of the film, a shattered mind. This branding also allows the audience to immediately associate the poster to the film. Making this association to be known means the audience will be far more likely to see the film knowing the poster is based off it. The demographic chosen would also be pleased to see what looks like a strong female lead character. We've twisted this, however, but eventually it does look that way. A female lead is not typically associated with short films. Alone, UFO, Yay, The Black Hole and The Device all lack a female lead, which we hope will cause our short film to be far more appealing to watch. The poster delves deeply into split personality disorder, though it isn't quite obvious at first glance. The way that the two characters' facial expressions are shown is the first example, with one clearly the timid and scared one, while the other is fierce and aggressive. This theme that we built the film on wouldn't particularly appeal to our audience. However, the events that surround the film do draw the audience in. The apocalyptic scenario, the quest to return home to family, the lack of feeling self-worth, constant pressure and scrutiny, all these combined are what make our audience is either going through or has gone through in the recent past. All of these make our film that much more relatable to the audience, and the facial expressions shown in the poster and the darkness that surrounds the two characters reinforce that tenfold. As such, our audience will want to see this film to get to know the character who suffers at the hands of her own mind, shown again through our use of poster imagery. Our review is a massive part of a marketing campaign, no matter what the audience will see, and it will heavily impact whether or not they will go, if it's an original film. Little White Lies, the magazine we've based our review off of, has a demographic of 18 to 30-year-olds. Half of their demographic is not applicable to our short film. The psychographic of Little White Lies are people who live in an urban area with a lot of free time, typically as they're studying in university or have a light workload. These people enjoy arts and, as such, enjoy filmmaking, making them a key audience we would want to attract. The language used in our short film will draw all parts of the Little White Lies audience, so our film will reach a wider range of people than expected. The use of language conventions is a huge selling point for the Little White Lies audience, so the language used had to be eye-catching and memorable. Not only that though, there is a rating system which will either make or break a film. With the three categories high, there's a very large chance that the audience will go to and watch the film being advertised. The downside of a review is that they can be bad. A bad review will ensure that your film will fail, as no one wants to see a film that will waste your time and leave you with no entertainment gained. Little White Lies has an iconic house style, which their demographic enjoy heartily. The house style has several different features, the main being the subtle discussion of film theory, which, as the demographic have likely studied films, calls the audience to read between the lines about what is being said, about how well a film has used film theory to convey different messages. And if there is a distinct lack of theory used in the review, there is a lack of it in the film, in turn suggesting it was a bad film. The second to last piece of marketing a short film, which would typically use, would be a film festival. At a film festival, a short film could be screened and afterwards it would go to social media, creating a buzz about how good the film was. Our final marketing strategy. This would introduce tons of new audience members who'd follow their favourite director or actor on Twitter, a social network, who'd been to that film festival. Such an occurrence is likely at the Cannes Film Festival, where hundreds of actors and directors go and then tweet and post to Facebook whatever they thought about the film. Low-budget films will not have a large budget whatsoever when it comes to marketing, so free advertising at a film festival or via social networking is vital to a short film's success. As such, it will likely be hosted on the internet, on YouTube or Vimeo, a place where our audience practically live. In doing this, our target audience are likely to be exposed to our film and in a position to watch it freely.